Is morning. Been up for a little while. It's about 7 o'clock and just now getting out of the tent. It's cold. It's 17 degrees. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, so we are at the we're technically on the Mitchell River right now, so I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but there is actually, like, I don't know if you call them waves of ice floating down the river on top of the ice on the banks. So looks pretty cool. This is a cool campsite, has a nice overlook. There is a bridge right here, and that's not the most amazing thing, but we did find for the future, right right adjacent to this campsite, just around the bend, there is another spot that's even better than this one. That's a little more secluded, so we'll remember that for the future. But this is a good spot. Here's a look at the Mitchell River here as the light begins to poke through, and our stuff is this way. Now if I make my way this way, Brian has a hot tent, so you can see the steam, or the smoke rather, coming out the top of his tent. So I bet he's nice and toasty in there. So it's pretty cool. So I've started cleaning some stuff up, you know, my overquilts and sleeping pad and stuff like that. I turned my heater off. So with the particular heater I got, I'm not going to get too in depth on it. I'm going to do a review on it here at some point, but it works well. It feels safe, but I have some concerns just about being able to keep me warm in the tent, and that's just kind of because of where the air heat flow kind of goes, but it still kept me warmer than it would have if I didn't have it. So so take with that as you may. But yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning up camp here, get some breakfast, and we'll get on the water before too long. So I am calling these butter infused bagels. Never done this before, so they look good though. Let's have a bite. It tastes like melted butter in your mouth. It is so good. Oh my God. I might be onto something here, guys. So if you've ever had a GoPro in really cold weather, you will already know that sometimes they wig out, the batteries mess up, sometimes the GoPros themselves wig out, and I've had both of those issues so far. So it's just trying to work through all that, and you know, make sure you're able to get the footage that you want to get. And it's just frustrating because, you know, the GoPro says your battery's dead when it's, you know, it's fully charged, or you turn it on and you hit the play button and it just, there's lines through it. Like, it's all because of cold weather. That's all right, we'll work through it. So here's a little nugget. When kayak camping in the cold, have a dry suit on, all that good stuff, you might want to bring it in your tent with you, or pack it away somewhere deep in the kayak where maybe it won't freeze over. Yeah, I made that mistake. So the dry suit, got it on, frozen pretty good. But what I still haven't gotten on are my shoes, because they are way too frozen. So right now they are thawing out on Brian's stove while it cools down anyway. So hopefully I'll be able to get them on. I'm fine. My boat just got completely filled with water. Made a big mistake. So many times I've put my kayak in going down a steep hill like that with just me and the rope and no help. That is the first time with the pre-on Yukon that I have had it turn sideways on me and flip. That is the first time that's ever happened, and there's a first for everything. So it's just frustrating on a cold day to get everything wet, but that's why you have the right gear. That's why you have a dry suit on. That's why you have all the right layers and all that stuff. So it'll be all right. Just and these gloves, oh, these gloves, I got them, they were soaking wet yesterday after the debacle I went through, and I was able to dry them last night completely. They're wet again. They're not soaking wet, they're just wet, so I think I still use them. But let me help Brian get in the water here. Oh, that water's cold. Back over to the flow. So literally paddling here with all these ice particles in here. Pick up all these ice particles. So that just tells you this river is actively continuing to freeze right now. It's pretty. Alright, just like that, back on the Yadkin River. Brian's not far behind, so that's good. So we've made it to the Fisher River, and much like the Ararat, there's ice, lots of ice coming from it. we have between 8 and 9 miles before we reach where we're hoping to camp. We don't have to go that far, but there's somewhere we kind of want to check out. It will make for a long day. I've been paddling nonstop since we left the takeout this morning, but the current's gone back and forth. We've had good current at times, and then we've had stretches of poor current. So that's sort of how the Yadkin River is, at least more of the upper Yadkin. Come around this corner and we can see Pilot Mountain. So we have made it to, we haven't made it, but we've made it to the confluence of the Yadkin River. So this has been, we could really camp right there if we wanted to. But yeah, Yadkin River. So it means we have about 3.5 miles roughly to where we think we can camp. I don't see as much ice coming out of the Yadkin. It's a little further east, and I don't know if that makes a difference, but maybe it does. A little bit more out of the foothills, I guess. And it's a little bit bigger river than the Fisher or the Mitchell, which could have something to do with it as well. So something pretty neat, and I'm not sure how well the camera can pick it up, but all these little white specks all over the river, those are all little icebergs. So that's pretty cool, literally. And you don't want to hit them because they're actually quite a bit thicker than they look. Because earlier I was paddling through slush, but there's not really slush so much right now, it's more icebergs. So they actually have some substance of ice to them. So we're getting closer to the area of which we're trying to go here. And man, the paddle the last, I don't know, hour and a half maybe, yeah, it's been slow. We got a stretch of probably 5 miles or so a while back that was really good current, but after that it just died. Current's decent now. We're nearing our camp spot, and we're not exactly sure how to find it. Well, we do have it, but we're not exactly sure where it is. But it's not that far from here, so that we know. Alright, so we have a island here, and it looks like we can go left or right of it, but after the island we have to hang a hard right. So we think we're just going to go right to this island. We're not sure about water levels or anything like that. Not even sure where to go here. It's the last big one to get through, I think. Give me something. Give me something. That was a little bit dicey. Brian took the right line to the left. Might be it. No, I don't think it's before then. There we go. Right here. We found a campsite. Found our campsite here, Pilot Mountain State Park. And he drops his bear spray. It is a bit of a walk.
Why don't we set it here first so we don't, so we just pull it that way, we're going to push my boat away.
I'll bring it up here.
So we'll just set it right here first. Before we set it. Oh, that's fine. You alright? Yeah. Alright, I'll get more shit than we'll do.
So we're gonna spend some time, get our boats unloaded over here, and we go home for the night.